Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Look at the lineups here, it looks very much, Jim, like a 5-4-1.
Well, it's an attempt, Peter, to put a solid bedrock in place and negotiate the game from there. If they can absorb what comes towards their box in the early stages, then the midfield can begin looking for more of the possession and can start thinking about a more probing influence on the contest. It all depends on keeping their goal intact, so they won't have to open up and indulge in taking risks at the other end.
And that gets things running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Jadon Sancho was one of the first of a new generation of English players who seemed prepared to head abroad at an early age, and you have to admire what he's achieved. When you look at how far he's come, it's clearly worked for the best, and you only need to check his stats for goals and assists over that time. Marvellous.
Okay, interesting. Fernandez. He's got plenty of space out wide here, and that's played in low. Now it's Sancho. There's the shot! Great effort, but no way through. The clearance is short. And now they can spring out of defence. Willian. Shifted upfield. Fernandez. Here's Sancho. Pedro Neto. Very nicely done. Fernandez. Some really good ball movement. And he's there to get it away. And it's been taken straight back. Fernandez. Here's Sancho. Real chance here. Over it comes. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Berger. And it's Willian. Andreas Pereira. Turns back here, probably the best option. Antioch. Kenny. And Robinson. Andreas Pereira. Here's Berger. Lovely bit of skill. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Now it's Sancho. Caicedo. Sancho gets into some space. Climbs up big! He's scored! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Nelson. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Sancho. Palmer. And Cucurella. Kearney. Here's Berger. Aim forwards. And it's Willian. Badiashile producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Cucurella for Pedro Neto. Fofana for Palmer. Fernandez. And Cucurella. Palmer. Gently done. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Willian. Here's Berger. Andreas Pereira. Palmer. Here's Sancho. Jackson! Oh, taken with style. 2-0 and in next to no time.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And now he has two. So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nelson. Great run on the overlap here. Flings in across. a throw in. Kenny. Played out to the left flank. And it's Willian. Played in deep. Towering header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off for him.
Cucurella. Sancho. Fernandez. Oh no circumventing this opponent. Bassi. Moved on forwards.
A disastrous start. 2 down in next to no time.
Jackson. And Caicedo. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Drilled in low. And that has been clubbed away. Fernandez. Jackson! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. That's good play. Gets his head to it! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Robinson. Kearney. Antioch. Andreas Pereira. Here's Berger. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Willian.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Forward it goes. Oh, that's a key interception. Palmer. Spread out to the left. Showing good feet. Caicedo.
Oh, sweet feet.
Oh, he's been flattened there. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Robinson. Kearney. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Antioch. Berger. And it's Willian. Oh, it's come loose. It's a good run down the right. He is just caressing the ball. Cucurella crosses. Robinson can get it clear. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Berger. Bassi. Here's Andreas Pereira. Rodrigo Muniz. Nelson. Played out towards the right wing. Cucurella. For Pedro Neto. Cucurella. And Fernandez. Caicedo. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto hurtling down that right flank. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Nelson. Berger. And it's Willian. Pedro Neto. And Badiashile. Fofana. For Palmer. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto carries the ball down the right. It's a decent-looking cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Nelson. And it's Willian. Here's Andreas Pereira. And it's played forward. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, it's played into the area. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And he's there to clear it. And he's had a hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's found a way through. Cucurella. Oh, that's neat. Real chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Kenny. Diop. And Bassi chooses to go cross-field. Caicedo. Palmer. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that's clear-cut, it's a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Fernandez. Oh, good spread. Can he put it away? Great leap! And another time! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Berger. It has been an extraordinary start to the game. The gap already 3. Nelson. Sancho, too strong for his opponent there. Forwards and with intent. Now it's Pedro Neto. Always onto this. And that was very necessary. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Cucurella. Now it's Pedro Neto. It's a good... Up to meet it! It goes to show he is human after all.
Well, he did get himself into a good position. Something for him to cling to.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Nelson. Robinson. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Now the ball in. Massive leap! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Badiashile is there, and he can get that clear. That is lovely. Kenny. The message is clear, none shall pass. Now it's Sancho. And back to the keeper they go. Anderson. And he's forced to go back. Kenny. This is Nelson. 15 minutes till half-time. Played out towards the right wing. And he cuts out the supply. Robinson. No, he's not getting his way this time. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. No, he's not getting any further than that. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Badiashile. Robinson. Kearney. Here's Andreas Pereira. Berger. And it's Willian. Willian goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Caicedo. Sancho. That's a good run down the left. Out for a throw. Robinson cuts it out. Rodrigo Muniz. Here's Andreas Pereira. Looking for the runner, and that could set him on his way. Danger averted for now. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? And he has been fouled there. And he's going to have his name taken. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Robinson. Oh, look at the space here. Oh, great chance. Now it's Molson. Nice control. Right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Willian! Clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's played him through. Pedro Neto. Now it's Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Caicedo. Oh, such a clever touch. Strong running down that left flank. Leno punts it upfield. And it's William. Berger. Kearney calmly anticipates, rolls it backwards. Over to the left.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now?
And it's William. Here's Andreas Pereira. Oh, nice touch. Aimed in towards the centre. Cleared away. That's very neat. Robinson just loves to go forward whenever he can. Colwell. Palmer. Oh, can he get onto this? And Caicedo. Sancho. Palmer. That's a fabulous ball. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
You could feel the tension as he stepped up to take that, but it didn't bother him, and he tucked it away perfectly.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Kearney. Pedro Neto is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Pedro Neto. And Caicedo. Good play on the left-hand side here. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Nelson. Oh, strongly challenged there. Moved on forwards. Jackson. Now it's Pedro Neto. And the ball's come loose here. Cucurella. Now then, the ball's come loose. Andreas Pereira, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Kearney. Can he finish? Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save. punched away. Lovely feet. And now they can spring out of defence. Referee's given a throw. Andres Pereira. He's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. Now, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
Opts for safety. Fernandez. Nelson. Robinson. Now it's Nelson. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Palmer. Sancho. Fernandez. Nelson. Out to the left it goes. Fernandez. Forward it goes. Sancho looks to get on the end of this. Nelson. And the half-time whistle goes. Have continued without fuss to do their thing. They have impressed hugely in the first 45 minutes. And the second half gets underway.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Fernandez. Cucurella. Palmer. And the ball's a good Jackson! It's there! And so clear that one side are so much better. The scoreline entirely justified.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of the goal. What a display, what a player.
It's become a case of men against boys. Nelson. Robinson. Now it's Nelson. Berger. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? The fullback is in acres of space here. Sancho. He's had it taken off him. That's a nicely weighted pass. Caicedo. And Badiashile. And Caicedo. Fernandez. And Cucurella. Caicedo. Sancho. And out to safety. And he's heaved it away. Cucurella. Fernandez. Palmer. Pedro Neto. For Palmer. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? Oh, the referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Palmer! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Backward it goes. Chance for the header! Oh, almost a sixth. It's gone out for a throw-in. Caicedo. Sancho. Palmer. And Fernandez. Pedro Neto. Can he finish?
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Willian. And Bassi. Here's Andreas Pereira. Sancho. Jackson. Pedro Neto. Anderson can get it clear. Now it's Pedro Neto. Fernandez. For Palmer.
Jackson really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Nelson. Kearney. Robinson. Oh, that's nice. This is Nelson. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Now this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. You'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. He's gone for goal! Oh, denied at the last.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Cucurella. And Badiashile. Sancho. For Palmer. Pedro Neto. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Palmer! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Cucurella crosses. Goalkeeper's ball. Willian. Decent progress down the left. Oh, that's delightful. Berger. Swung over.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Palmer. Sancho. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Showing great feet there. Cucurella. That's tidy. Palmer. Oh, shooting chance!
Jackson really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Kenny. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Rodrigo Muniz. That has been cut short. Palmer. Cucurella. Palmer. Oh, that is a nice touch. There's the hit! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Pedro Neto. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Kenny are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Palmer. Oh, nice touch. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nelson. Robinson. Nelson. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Palmer. Caicedo. For Palmer. And Caicedo. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Very nicely done. And Caicedo wriggles his way through. Clearly not happy with that. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And straight into the wall. Now, who's going to be first to this? That's going to go a long way. Sancho. Sancho. Pedro Neto showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well read, nice interception. Palmer. Kearney did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Rodrigo Muniz. Jackson. Over to the left. Sancho. Oh, such a clever touch. Palmer. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Shifted upfield. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Now it's Sancho. Chooses to go back. That's very neat. Turns and goes back. Jackson! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Well, there's the clearance. Well timed, excellent interception. Pedro Neto. Sancho. Caicedo. Sancho has it out wide and in space. Lovely feet. Palmer. Played with finesse. Now it's Willian. A good play on the left-hand side here. And that should be the keeper's. Sancho given the lift of his goal.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Sancho. And that has left him in a heap. Sancho has been caught there, it's a foul. And he can't get it over the wall. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Badiashile. Cucurella. Played out wide. Caicedo. Sancho. Oh, that's nice. Pedro Neto with the delivery. For Palmer. Nice physical challenge. Berger. And it's Willian. And it's Willian. Here's Berger. Now it's Willian. Andreas Pereira. Kearney. This is Nelson.
Oh, sweet feet.
It'll be a throw-in. Kenny. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Fofana. Sancho. Caicedo. He is just caressing the ball. Palmer. Nice control. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, he's playing innocent. He has every reason to.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
Palmer! Climbs up big!
Berger. Here's Andreas Pereira. Andreas Pereira. Palmer. Fofana. For Palmer. Aim forwards. Oh, good ball. Played out to the left flank. Sancho.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Gently done. Oh, can he get onto this? Well, that is one way to stop him. Caicedo. Palmer. And Caicedo. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Willian. No, that's been intercepted. Sancho. Jackson. Berger. Here's Andreas Pereira. Rodrigo Muniz. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Looking for options for movement. Robinson tries to clear. Nelson. And Robinson. Nelson. Nelson. Oh, that's delightful. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Delivers across. Caicedo. Here's Sancho. Now who's going to be first to this? Colwell. Too long and over the line. Bassett. And it's Willian. It's a good run down the left-hand side.
Kenny. Andres Pereira. Kenny. Nelson.
Showing good feet. That has been knocked clear. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Robinson. Kenny. Andres Pereira. Jackson. Oh, that's well spotted.
Willian.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Pedro Neto.
Now that's well seen too.
Berger. And Bassi.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Robinson. He's a sharp little ball here. Has crossed.
Diving header!
He can get that clear.
Now this could be it. It's Willian! Yes, it's there!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Caicedo. Willian. And it's Willian. Berger. Now Anderson.
Good spot, he's seen the run.
That's an excellent interception. Pedro Neto. And it's played forward. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Palmer. Sancho. Forwards and with intent. Andres Pereira. And it's Willian. Now Anderson. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Out to the right. Nelson.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
Played out to the right. Nelson. Kenny. Here's Andres Pereira. Berger.
Chance to shoot now.
Here's Andres Pereira. Kenny.
Oh, that's neat. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Away from immediate danger. And here's Willian.
Berger.
Lovely bit of skill. Kenny! Oh, terrific save.
Pedro Neto. And Cucurella. Aim forwards. Sancho.
Great chance!
And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter.
It's run loose here.
Caicedo. Sancho. Palmer. Here's Sancho.
Out towards the flank. Sancho. Hit into the middle. And through to the goalkeeper.
Look, it's a run defence is this like, but the timing has to be spot on.
Badiashile attempts a clearance. Oh, this is a great position. Robinson. Into the box. Well read. And the danger is averted. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. 2 minutes to be added on. That's good play. Great work on the overlap. That is lovely. Sancho. Played into the middle. And it's hoisted clear.
Palmer. Proves too strong.
Willian.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Fofana.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough.